motherfuckers. Now we go back to is a new what if? I know I still remember I still have the script, so don't worry. They're gonna come. Part 3 is gonna come little soon. Of what if Deku was in Naruto, so it's still is incoming. As we go on now, this is a ship, I guess. A relationship. What if? Yep. Okay, let's get on with it. The title. The Fire of the Heart. Yep, that's it. The fucking Fire of the Heart. Sorry. Now, it's going to start. Now we go to narratives. Izuku Midoriya, Class 1's friendly neighborhood canon role. It was cringing on a bench near the dorm, thinking what did I do to deserve this? An hour ago, Izuku's perspective. Hey Kirishima, shouts Midoriya. Yeah, Kirishima shouts back. Have you seen Ochaku? Ah, no. Why? Izuku got nervous first. She hadn't shown up to their dates, and next to no one has seen her. Izuku decided to head to her room to see why she didn't go. I wonder why she didn't go. Oh, I sorry. I stuttered a little bit here. I wonder why she didn't go or inform me that she wasn't going to. At this point, only Kirishima, Tusui, Jiro, Bakugo, and Lida knows about Ochako and Izuku's relationship. Izuku still remembered the day they found out. Ida gave them a lecture not to lose sight of why are we here, and Asui just congratulated. Then same as Jiro and Katsuki. Kirishima's reaction was, well, Kirishima just said it was manly, his signature word. Funny after all, it's funny after all, this time it has been secret because Uraka didn't want people to judge yet. They have been dating for 5 months. Midoriya was nearing her dorms. I wonder what she is doing. Izuku's thinking was stopped by hearing something he wishes he hadn't. Narratives. Izuku stopped at the noise of the moaning coming from Ochako's room. Izuku ran silently and texted Jiro to come to Ochako's room so he could hear better and that his ear wasn't fooling him. Jiro made it over and sighed. Izuku been silent, so Jiro whispered, "What's wrong, Midoriya?" Izuku tell Jiro, "I thought I heard a moan. Can you check and see if I am right?" Okay, replied Jiro as she slowly put her earphone jack on the wall and listened. What she heard shocked her. She told Midoriya what she heard. Apparently, Ochako was moaning out Kaminari's name, and Kaminari doing the same, moaning out Ochako's name. Izuku had a watery eyes as he looked down the door. He knocked down the door using one for all 10% and saw a naked Kaminari and Ochako. Class 1A came to see what was the commotion was about, and they saw that it was shocking because although they didn't know that Midoriya was dating Uraraka, they did know that Izuku had a crush on her. Bakugo's perspective. I was chilling on the fucking couch watching the same anime when I heard a door crash. I shouted, "What the fuck was that?" It sounded like it came from the round-faced door. Some and the other extras over there find Deku's girlfriend none other than fucking Pikachu. I shouted, "What the fuck, round face? I thought you were Deku's girlfriend." Izuku's perspective. After Kachan yelled and replied, "It's okay, I'm fine," and I forgave as I quietly walked back to my dorm, only be followed by everyone. So as soon as I locked the door, I jumped out of the window and headed to the beach where I came to come to think. Manager's perspective. I was thinking with Miriam Tamaki when I saw one of the first year. He looked kinda down, so I was curious. So I walked up to him to ask what happened, and may I not ask him many questions about his quirk, why he wants to be a hero, and bunch of other things. I walk up to him and say, "Hi, my name is Nejire. What's your quirk? Why do you want to be a hero?" Why do you want to be a hero? Why are you so sad? Co- Congrats on winning the sport festival. Why do you like green? And what's your favorite food? Izuku's perspective. Over. I nearly yelled as one of the big three. Nejira was asking me 1,000 questions per second. Sorry about that. She gets usually curious. The blonde who I pretty sure is Miro said. Then Tamaki, my favorite because we both are shy. We both shy. Spoke Nejire. You shouldn't bother. Should, sorry, Tamaki spoke. Nejire, you shouldn't bother people. We shouldn't interfere with other people's business. No, no, it's fine. And as to why I'm sad, well, my girlfriend cheated on me. Shock was all I could see the big three faces. It's fine, thought really. I just came here to think. Mira was the first to break his awkward silence. Midoriya's right. We were actually looking for you because you won the sport festival. Yes, I did it. You won the sport festival. We wanted to see how strong you really were, and also we wanted to put on hold till tomorrow because we are gonna visit your class to talk about work studies because you seem in distress, and we were already here now. Here, how about we go now? It could reveal any stress you have. I stood there and process what Marriott said. As I now I can only use one for all to 20%, not to mention the they could put be danger could put in if I go overboard because of my emotion. But then again, they are the big three. Media woke me up from my rambling. Hey, Media, are you okay? Yeah, sorry, I always do that. But yes, I think a spar might be just what I need. Nadia's perspective. Hmm. I find his rambling cute. Wait, for what? I don't like him. He's so cute and handsome. He has a toned body. Wait, what am I thinking? He's a first year. Is she okay? The first year known as Izuku Midoriya said. Hard to tell. I never seen her so flustered. Midoriya said as it made me come back to my senses. Yeah, sure. I'm fine. I lied. Narratives. They all went to the gym after getting Ahead to supervise them. They got prepared to fight. Izuku got into his fighting stand. "I'll take him on my own, you two stand back," Mirio said, as Izuku went for a kick and then a punch. But it it went straight through. What the? Then Mirio shot up from the ground and tried to punch Midoriya, but luckily Izuku dodged it and analyzed the situation. It seems that his quirk let him pass through matters. Miro disappear again and come back behind Mido Izuku, but Midoriya was prepared and punches Miro with one for all 20%, sending him flying into the wall. "Hey Neji, Tamaki, a little help." Both of them look it with and took a fighting stand. Tamaki made tentacles from his arms and attempted to grab Izuku, but he dodged and with the swift karate chop, Midoriya cut through and then Izuku gutted, gut shot Tamaki and knocking him out. I just stood there shocked that not only Izuku could handle Mirio but knocked out Tamaki. Najira prepared a wave attack, but Izuku used his wind pressure to attack and overpowered the wave of energy, hitting Najira. However, she wasn't done. Yet she got up and tried to do it again. Izuku did the same, but with two fingers, one of each hand, overpowering and knocking out Nejiro. Don't forget about me, Mario said as he punched Izuku hard. However, Izuku stood there almost nothing happened. Then Izuku grabbed him and knocked him out. Jesus, problem child, you have some potential. I said, making his signature sheet-eating grin. Then Izuku said, I guess I went a little overboard, but it did help me with the events that occurred. Sorry guys, Izuku said as he took all of them to the recovery girl. I guess the fighting scene was fucking awesome. For I mean for you guys, not for me. I was just fucking making them. I was heading to the recovery girl office with the big three currently unconscious. Um, recovery girl asked me, goodness boy, I thought you were gonna be the one injured during this part. I waited for them to slowly wake up. Tamaki was the first. What the hell happened? Oh, Midori, did you beat us? Midori replied with, I think. Midori, wake up next. Huh, Midori, you really did a number on us, huh, Tamaki? Tamaki replied with, I guess so. Nejiro woke up next. She do accidentally wake up and clean onto Izuku's arm. What's going on, guys? Uh, I'm sorry, Midori. Izuku's EXE has stopped working. I think you broke him, Nejire, said Mira while Nejire was blushing red. The school idol touched me. Nejire was mentally panicking before regaining himself. I gotta go back to my dorm. See ya, Izuku said while rushing out of the infirmary to get back to his dorm. However, Izuku forgot what had happened between him and Uraka. So when he walked to the common room, he was bombarded with questions. Izuku's perspective. I walked to see everyone with a worried expression and asking stuff like, "Are you okay? And where did you go?" But one person stood there. "Oi, nerd, are you doing fucking okay?" "Okay, you even had me worried," Bakugo shouted with teary eyes. Everyone thought he cares about someone. I explain about the running with the big three and explaining what had happened. Everyone was as well as almost less most of class. Ochako was nowhere to be found, so everyone thought she was in her room. That was quite the experience, huh, Midoriya? Said Min. I guess so, replied Midoriya as he went to his dorm to rest. He knew 8 p.m. He knew it 8 p.m. and he has tight schedules. Next day, Ninja's perspective. Izuku was one no fuck's sake. Izuku was on one keen. Marry me was all could hear. Then beep 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 beep. I wake up for a bunch of mixed feelings and a blush on my face. Did I really just dream that I got to rest I got a rest for the day before I see Midori again because we are going to visit his class. Narratives. Class 1 ate breakfast and headed to the class, but Izuku stopped by someone. Hey Deku, I'm really sorry about what happened, Uraka said with a sorrow in her voice. It's okay, Uraka, replied Izuku as he pats, pats her head. Her face lights up. In reality, Izuku had already forgiven her, but yesterday he broke up with Ochaku. Hey Deku, can you please take me back? I'm so super sorry what happened. Sorry Raku, but I cannot. I will forgive you through because I still wanna stay friends. As much as hurt Izuku wanted to keep their relationship. Sorry. As much as he's hurt, he wanted to keep their friendship. Flashback over. Izuku's poster. When headed to the when we headed to the class, I was second there, while Ida was always was the first doing his hand chopping and lectures. Once everyone was in the class, Mr. Aizawa came in and told us we had special guests. I already know who the big three, Aizawa said. They walked and introduced themselves while Sota, hey Midoriya, you already met, so how about you introduce us? Midoriya said, which made all eyes go on him. Sure, the blonde guy with a plain face is Midoriya, the shy guy is Tamaki, and Nejire, that is Nejire. Hey everyone, Nejire shouted. Everyone was it. One of the grape boy was eyeing something more. Hey Midoriya, introduce me to this babe so I can touch her boo. Midoriya, Minata immediately got knocked out by Tasui, using her tongue. Thanks, Tasui. Midoriya, sa- Midoriya said. Asui replied, Midoriya, how many times do I have to remind you call me Tasui? Hey, Mr. Aizawa, can we spar all of them except Midoriya? Aizawa understanding why they didn't wanna go against Midoriya. Sure. All the class 1A, 1A and Big 3 headed to the gym there. Mirio took them all until Bakugo shouted, Oi Deku, aren't you gonna get a few kicks, you damn nerd? With that, Mirio said, Mr. Aizawa, we wanted to rematch against Midoriya. Okay with that? Midoriya headed to the center and got into a fighting pose. Ah shit, here we go again. I'm not gonna tell, it is the fucking same fighting scene ever again. After Midoriya beat the crap out of the big three, everyone but Bakugo and Ace were surprised. And once again, Midoriya carried them into Recovery Girl office. Again, said Recovery Girl while kissing them in the forehead, using her quirk to heal them. After that, Midoriya went back to the class where he was bombarded with questions like, "How did you do that? How how are you so good?" They said, "You knew them how?" Rivalry in the dark. Rivalry in the dark. Shut up, yelled Mr. Az after which they were dismissed and headed to the domes. Our friendly neighborhood Carol headed to sleep. Hmm. I guess it would be fine. Hmm. Hey everyone in class one. Hey everyone in class 1A was excited therefore there would be a new member joining their class. Until Mr. Aizawa said, "Shut up, you can get this. Introduce yourself." Hey guys, my name is Atsuki Yamanaha, and my favorite color is green. I like Fire Force and my quirk Air Plumsim. Everyone, Shimi reminds me of Midoriya and she even has green hair. Yep, she has green hair. Nice to meet you, Yamanaha, said Midoriya, walking to everyone. As they thought of everyone introduced themselves to Yaman Akasuha Yamanaha, Mr. Aizawa made a switch spot Zero, making next to Midoriya. The next day went to normal after class was over. Akasui walked over to Izuku's desk and said, Hey Midoriya, can you show me to my dorm? I kinda forget, and Mr. Aizawa said to ask you if I need something. Okay, follow me. On the way, they went chatting and then found out they had lot in common. They both loved Katsudon and both admire All Might, with with them both having every single merchandise there was. Meanwhile, Neji walking with the big three. Neji perspective. Meiji spotted Midori and said to me and Tamaki, Midori already found a replacement. I'm glad he found love again. With that, I looked to go to see the new girl and Midoriya chatting like they know each other. They knew each other entire lives as they looked happy. I get uneasy and sad mixture of anger. And was it jealousy? I feel like no, it can be. I barely know Midori. I continue to walk with the others. Then Mirio spoke. Nejiri, are you okay? Seem uneasy about something. Could it be perhaps Midori and the new girl? Mirio said with a teasing tone. No, it's not that at all. I lied. It was exactly what it was. I headed to the dorm and I tried to sleep. After the dinner. I didn't even eat dinner. I stayed lying on my bed thinking, do I like him? Then Mirios said everyone we were invited to class 1A dorm for sleepover. It was a Friday, back to class 1A. Yamanaha was a funny girl once you get to know her. She's kind and she's the same goal as me and it's kinda cute, but then again I kinda like Nejiri even ever since the start, the introduction. I think she's kinda cute and kind. Midoraka, can I call you Izuku? Sure. As long as I call her Asuki. I think I saw a faint red on her face as she said, sure, I can help but think, why does it feel wrong? I feel like I'm cheating on Nejire, but then again, we haven't talked to each other in a while. We haven't even been dating. With then Mina invited them to the common room. After Izuku showed Asuki her room. Once there was Big Three showed up. We were here for the sleepover. The three said in unison. I myself initially don't like the story, but who cares? Sleepover. We are here, shouted the Big Three as they entered. What are you guys doing here? And I swear, after I said that, I heard Katsuki giggle. We invited them for a sleepover, shouted Mina. So, sleepover, I and Asuki shouted in unison. Yeah, sorry, we didn't tell you guys, replied Mina. This is perfect time to touch a senior boo. Asuki slapped the living hell out of Minata. Yup. And what bring you and bring him to his room? Guess he is not coming, right, Izuku? Stated Asuki. I guess so, Asuki, so. First name basis. I see Mina half yell, which got the big three attention, which made me and Asuki blush. Narrative. That being said, that, that being said, made Nejire sad and mad, so she did what she had as long as she recognized someone that is willing to put up a fight for the first year. She barely knew. Ninja jumped and hugged Izuka with all her might. Everyone in class 1 and plus Miru and Tamaki were shocked. It was dead silent until Midora shouted to Dio, prevent Dio from crying out of blood. You smooth chakra bastard, how did you land a big boo? Smack. It was all would hurt as you knocked them both out. Both. Well, this is interesting. Midora spoke there. And then, wow, Midora, quite the smooth operator. How long have you been dating? What is his favorite food? Then another person cleaned on to Izuku and pulled him back to herself. The person was none other than Asuki. Yep, Izuku. Are you okay? Nejire felt mad. Mad. She took hold of Midori and pulled him closer while our friendly neighborhood cannon roll is blushing crimson red. Mina spoke in the Mina spoke. The silence was awkward, fighting by saying, "Why didn't we play party games before this get out of hand? Maybe movie?" Yeah, sound like fun, the big three said in unison, including Nejire. Time skip brought to you by Chiba Azuki and Chiba Nejire fighting over Chiba Izuku. Yep, that thing is awesome. Alright, let's watch a horror movie to relax after the party game. suggested Mina. Atsuki was on the left of Izuku while Nejiro was leaning on him from the right. Every time a jump scare came, both squeezed Izuku. When the movie was over, all of they head to bed. Then the big three left as the two of them did. Nejiro stayed a little longer until Izuku. I have been having nightmares, so if he's wondering if he could sleep with you tonight since I don't wanna bother me or Tamaki, asked Dad Ninja. She replied and tied Izuku. Then he thought, Izuku, since when did she use my first name? I don't care. It was kinda cute. God, she is so cute and she's tired. With that, the both went to Izuku's room. All right, Neji, you sleep on the bed, I'll sleep on the couch. So Izuku told Nejire, while Nejire related, no, silly, it would make me feel safer if I sleep with you on the bed with me. Izuku blushed his deep red as he replied with sure. He went to the bed and laid down with her being far as possible facing the opposite direction. He heard a sniff. I don't get it. I don't get it. Did I do something wrong? Why won't you face me? He heard Nejire was about to cry as he replied with, no, it's not the case. It's just I'm new to this. I never slept with a girl in my life. Nejire started to cry, so Izuku did what he thought would make things better, facing her and cuddling with her. It seems to do the trick for her now, smiling as she buried her head into Midoriya said, I love you, Izu. I love you too, Nejire said. With that, they drifting to sleep as they have smile on their faces. Hmm. I think I think I should finish here. This is fucking one shot. This is a fucking one shot. The two wake up. Was this? What is this one feeling? I feel like I'm being hugged. Wait, where am I? Where am I? Nejire said as wake up Izuku. With with what's with all the ruckus? Wait, I slept beside a girl. Outside the door, outside the door were Kamina and Minata crying tears of blood. They heard the whole thing. Midora, you lucky bastard, they cried in unison. With that, Nejire and Izuku were blushing madly. I'm going to back to my dorm, Nejire said as she rushed out. Seiya, replied Izuku as he got up, started his morning routine, doing workout. When he came back from his workout, he met by Sad Asuka and was very very curious in class. Why is the third year in your room? Asked Uraraka. Izuku flinched at hearing her voice because he thought he had forgiven but still had some emotion. She was too tired and had nightmares about something. She didn't want to bother the other big three, so she stayed with me. Everyone was shocked. Midoriya shouted Kaminari and Minata. You lucky bastard, you probably got to touch her This is smacked both of them again. Yep, a sonic boom was heard that time. Izuku noticed that Akatsuki was down about something, so he walked to her. Hey, Aka- Akatsuki, what's wrong? You wouldn't happen to be jealous, would you? Izuku said as he said to her in a teasing tone, putting arm around her. When did he get so confident? No, it's not that at all. A flustered Asuka answered. Sure, said in teasing tone, but hey, why don't we all go to the mall? Shouted Mina as everyone agreed. They headed to the A1 mall in Mustafal. Yep, it's real, literally. I- It's literally real in Japan, by the way. Now, time skip brought to you by Chiba Nejire and Child Chiba Izuku. talking about quirks. Wow, I have been only beer here once. Asuka, who was clinging to Izuku. Hey Izuku, then out of nowhere Nejire came and hugging Izuku from behind while also giving her a glare. So Nejire turned to face Izuku, giving him a peek on the cheek. I was wondering, would you like to go out sometime? Asked nervous Nejire. Like a date? Replied flustered Izuku while everyone's getting and watching and popcorn and watching, except for Asuka, who was thinking the way to win over Izuku. Nejire nods in her sheer Nejire. I would love to. With that duo of lover walk up to them and ask away, guess it was Hagakure and Mina were the one bombarding them with questions. Hmm. I think jealousy motherfuckers can do something. Hmm. Okay. The date I guess it is not narratives. Izuku head to the room after they came back because they had to think what he would wear before his date with Nejire. That would happen the next time. Casual or fancy. Maybe I should ask Todoroki. With that, Izuku calls the colored hair boy as he should wear in response. I don't know. I don't even know what love is, so how would I know? With that, Izuku calls his best friend, Bakugo. Deku answered Bakugo. Hey Kachan, for my date with Nejire, what should I wear? Something fancy or something casual? Casual because you have a better casual style than most. Okay, thanks Kachan, no problem. With that, Izuku lay out of his clothes, went for sleeping, for it was already 9 p.m. and he didn't feel like staying up late next day. Now, what kind of fucking dress I should put in the cover right now? So, when you are going to when we are going to set little Izumi to preschool, Nejire asked Izuku. What was that? Nejire shout. What the? What's that? Nejire shout up, blushing so red that Kirishima's hair could not compare. What? What was that? Nejire asked herself as he hit her almost forget my date with Mido Izuku. She went got ready and waited for Izuku and picked up looking dress like I guess. Hmm. Okay. I guess this dress is awesome. She is wearing this and our Izuku. Just fucking imagine what Izuku could wear. Something casual. Let's say now Izuku said, let's have a million kids, said Nejire with a star in her eyes. What? With that, I woke up. I got ready to go pick up Nejire, so we got out date because I booked a reservation in a fancy restaurant. I look in the mirror. I guess I look good. With that, Izuku headed to class 3A rooms. When he got there, he was shocked to see Nejire look so beautiful. Izuku said without thinking, "Thanks, you look Nejire, you look so beautiful." Said without thinking. Yep, that's it. Thanks, you look cool too. With that, Izuku realized he hurt, so he started to blush hard. Shall we go? Izuku started to blutter out. Izuku and Nejire headed to the mall where they did some shopping. Hey Izu, try this on, Nejire said with the fifth one. Please Izu, Nejire said as her puppy dog eyed it. Eyes, damn it, she got a puppy's eyes. She looked too cute to say no, Izuku murmured without knowing. Thanks, he replied. I said that out loud. Panicked Izuku, while turning red. Yep, replied Nejire while she kissed him on the cheek, which made him even redder. Now time skip to the fancy restaurant. Yep, brought you by. Now time skip to the fancy restaurant. Brought you to by. Chiba Nejire dragging Chiba Izuku to the closed door. And why are we here? Izuku told Nejire. And we are here. Izuku told Nejire. Wow, this place is your fancy. You sure don't want me to pay, Izuku? I did ask you out, replied Nejire. Nonsense, I'm a gentleman on my word. Now, let's go to our reservation. As they went, Nejire could see a lot of females staring at Izuku. Now, hmm, I don't even like. I won't even lie to you, man. I don't literally like Izuku's. I wanna choose fucking Izuku's outfit more than anything right now. I guess I'm gonna choose. Yep, Deku was wearing this. So let's get on with our date here. As they sat down, the waiter asked the three order Katsudon please. Ordered Izuku and Nejire ordered the same because it it was both of their favorites. So how is school life, Nejire? Good, Izu. They kept talking without a dull moment and enjoyed each other's company. After they ate, they got to the rig. They would pay 10,000 yen. Izuku paid way and took the receipt as the waiter winked at him because not the waiter, you can say the receptionist, yep, winked at him. And there was a number on it. After that, Izuku took Nejire in the carnival where they played games. Izuku won and Nejire big panda, panda. Sorry, I was just thinking something. Panda full shine as the day went. It's us now, and the fire was about to light up with the night sky. So Izuku took Nejire to the top of the Ferris wheel. Now, open your eye, Neji. Okay, Izu. I don't mean Neji. I mean Neji's short name. And when she opened her eyes, the firework came up with the filled the night with the fire. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. They looked each other. Their heads got closer until their lips touched each other with a kiss. They started for 10 minutes. When they parted, they gasped for air, with a trail of saliva connecting to their mouth. They got off the Ferris wheel. With that, Nejire clings to Izuku and leaning on him. Does that mean? Yeah, I guess so, Nejire. Good, Izu. Izuku walked to her dorm as they said the final goodbye. Thank you for everything, Izu. You're welcome and thanks for being mine, Neji. I love you and good night, Izu. Love you and good night, Neji. With that, Izuku went to his dorm. When he opened the door to the common room, he spotted Mina and Hagakure running toward him and bombarding him with questions. How was your date? Did you two kiss? Rival in the dark. At the last was Tokomi, cornered after the question interrogated. Izuku headed to his room. He went to sleep. He went to sleep without thinking about her life. He was thinking about life with Nejire. Oh, I think now preparation. Izuku's perspective. Alright, so you all going to boot camp in a week after your final exams. Bring only your essential need. What you need, that's it. You'll be there for a week, so you will be having 3 days off to prepare to make the most out of it. Announced Aizawa. Yes, said the most of the class as they were dismissed. I immediately head to the gym and started to training my body doing works out left and right until it was almost for curfew. As I was heading to see Asuka waving at me, so I waved back. Hey Asuka, hey Izuku. As we walk to our dorm, soon as we head as she goes to her dorms, and I head to mine. As as soon as I open the door, I see Neji taking nap in my bed. Wake up, Neji. Izuku, you're back. Then Neji immediately let go of me when she saw I didn't have a shirt on. Native. Neji's face was crimson red after seeing her boyfriend in nothing but shorts and then almost had a nosebleed. Midoriya quickly put some clothes on, then asked, "So, what are you doing here, Nejire? Waiting for you. Where were you?" asked Nejire. "I was training for the final examination coming up also. After that, I'm going to boot camp, so I not be here for 2 weeks," Izuku replied, scratching the back of his head. With that, Izuku took a shower and went to bed beside he went to bed beside Nejire, who already fell asleep. Next day, Izuku wake up and left the room carefully not to disturb the sleepy Nejire and went to his morning workout because he had to prepare for the final exam. Which he finished, he went to get breakfast at the local cafe where he met. "Hey Asuka, how are you?" Asuka was startled at first saw her crush and calmed down. "Hey Izuku," she replied as she mentioned him to sit next to her. "So how is your training?" "Good, gotta be prepared for the test. You have to have an idea the practical part will be," he replied. Izuku, "No clue." With that, they continued to talk and walk to the dorms together, and then train all day. When they came back and they said goodbye where they went to sleep, alright for the practical part exam. You'll be fighting teachers, said Aizo said with a signature again. "What?" All the whole class screamed as they saw their team. Asuka and Midoriya, you'll be going against All Might. "I am here." Asuka and Midoriya said, "We are fucked. We are fucked up." Hmm. Okay. We are fucking fucked. "I am here." With that, each of the student when I went to the 3 days there were areas, but what more important, who Asuka and Izuku were going to have to fight, which was All Might. May Asuka and Izuku please go to their chosen areas to the Red will begin in 5 minutes. So you got a plan, Izuku? Asked Asuka. "Yeah." We go through left side of the city and escape through the entrance, which I'm right at the end of the main road. "Oh, okay. Let's begin. Let the test begin," shouted Mike to the speaker. The girl and the Midoriya headed to the left side of the city as planned, as they did because the shockwave were being sent down to the mid-air. "You will not succeed, heroes, because I am here." Izuku saw the entrance, and then All Might was in front of it, made a plan. "Atsuka, can you use your air formation to push All Might away that can make a breakaway for the exit? I'll carry you with my speed. There should be big enough opening escape." Carry me." With that, All Might turned to the direction where they Asuka now. "Got it, Izuku." All Might wasn't blown away. Izuku carried Asuka by style, just used 120% dash to the exit. But All Might shout and shot an air cannon attack, and Izuku was hit. Izuku was hit. Asuka was blown into the exit. Asuka Yamanaha finished the test announces present Mike. Izuku was now stuck with All Might while Asuka apologized for completing without him. All Might tried to launch attack but he dodged it and then same time frame made through the exit. Izuku Midoriya complete the test. Good job young Midoriya and young Yamaha. Thanks All Might, they said in unison. A week later. I was taking note. Alright class, tomorrow we headed to the camp. Those who didn't complete hostel will go, but we'll take extra courses while you're there. All the guys cheered. I was packing up then Asuka approached me. Hey Izuku, wanna go to the mall get some stuff for the camp? Sure, I replied. I finished packing and we walked together to the mall. Nejiro dragged along, holding my arm, leaning on me. Once we made it there, I went with the girls to multiple clothes shop as I got a bug spray. The sun bug spray. The sun was set. We headed back to the dorm. We where where we said goodbye to Nejire. See ya, Nejire. I love you. I said I love you too, Izu. She shouted back as when headed to her dorm. I said good night, Asuka. Good night, Asuka. Now, good night, Izu. She replied, half shouted. I went to my room, fell asleep, excited for what I'll do tomorrow. I think that is the fucking one shot for you guys.